All right, so before I go too off into the deep end here, I'm going to bring in Tuck Clarry, co-host and producer of the New Bloods podcast, writer for Busted Brackets and Slipper Still Fits. Get words out of my mouth. And you can catch him on Twitter at Hello Hoop World. Tuck, how's it going?
Doing great, Zach. Happy to be on talking about college basketball. We're 90-ish days away. So excited.
I'm glad at least like someone's keeping count of the days because we'll watch Joth Rothstein's countdown, and it's like at least I know I don't have to do it. Someone's doing it for me.
Yeah, if we could just create a feed that is just those sole accounts that we can just keep track of on the side, just as an advent calendar for basketball, that'd be perfect.
Exactly. But as I get you in here, I think the first thing I got to ask, John Calipari seems to be a little afraid of going to the kennel. On a scale of 1 to 10, how afraid is this guy of that building?
He is a 6,000 apparently, because that is the lowest number possible for John Calipari to say absolutely no to. He couldn't find a time that the Kentucky Wildcats last played in a gym that only fits 6,000. It's actually when he lost to, I believe, Robert Morris in the NIT. That's when that happened. And that was like within the last 5 years or so, maybe 7. But it's just incredible. Like, I'm getting attacked on both sides, Zach. I have the Gonzaga community upset that I'm turning my nose to the fact that we're going to play in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Coliseum, which is the arena that normally houses minor league hockey for 17, 8-year-old Canadians, arena football, and monster trucks, as well as sometimes Machine Gun Kelly and the 1980s, 90s band Scorpion. That's going to be a Gonzaga home game, apparently. That's going to be the same atmosphere as what some say is one of the best college basketball environments in the country. And it's not the same.
I have not been. This is one of the things on the bucket list. I need to get to the kennel at some point, but everyone I know who has ever been in that building can attest to like how different it is in there. We've definitely seen enough games where they go like the battle in Seattle, or again games at Spokane Arena, and you're right, it's like the vibe is just not different. I think it was just funny to seeing the tweet of his admission of why he didn't want to play at the kennel. I think that was, I would expect it like maybe behind the scenes that would happen or whatever else, like even if that was like between like their own coaches. I would never have thought that he was going to tweet it out himself.
Yeah, that was like his version of damage control, because after 24 hours of seemingly every college basketball writer tweeting out in their big journalism voice, boo, boo, this stinks for the sport, and, as well as myself and other folks included, saying, hey, this is crap. This is not a true home and home. This isn't legitimate whatsoever. This isn't the environment that you're speaking towards for saying we're going to do something good for the good of college basketball. All of that, to have that tweet storm after 24 hours of Kentucky Big Blue Nation folks in my mentions telling me why in the world would John Calipari be afraid. Well, he told you why he's going to be afraid, because he doesn't have to play in that environment ever. He's going to have a young team. They're all, I think, outside of Chibwe and Jacob Toppin, most of them have not even racked up 1,000 minutes in their career. It's clearly a way to offset the inexperience for a team playing in November against what's going to be one of the most experienced college basketball teams in the country.
And I think just even thinking about just the way that this all came about, because almost like everything actually set up almost really well about how this was all set up. The fact that Mark Few jumped onto a call like in the middle of one of their events, and how they announced it was one of the cooler things I think a number of us saw. But then just how it all fell apart in 24 hours after that. I did not understand of like how you can go from like almost like such like a high, you did everything perfect, you checked all the boxes, and then
Right. And he even says when Mark Few calls in to their charity event that we're going to be playing at Gonzaga first. He kept on saying Gonzaga,